What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's Mr. Cincinnati? Well, he decided to take a couple of Tuesdays off for the foreseeable future because, we all hate Tuesdays, or at least the podcast dad. That's what he has said. So he brought me, Taco Tully, in to shake things up a little bit. Podcast dad, Choops, if I can call you Choops, it's so nice to finally meet you, man. I'm glad that we're able to finally collaborate. We've only ever talked on the phone. How you doing?
I mean, this is just going to make Tuesdays so much worse. I mean,
why not? I mean, come on, man. Like, look. No, I get it. You said Tuesdays are kind of a snore. There's not a whole lot that goes on during the middle of the week. That's what I'm here for, man. Okay, it's Taco Tuesday. Everybody should be in a great mood. Okay, so let's give them something to talk about today, dude. You ready to talk some Raw?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever said a snore in my life. So let's get through this.
What? All right. Well. Fine. Look. Okay, it's okay. We'll work on it. We're still getting to know each other. There's still a dynamic that needs to be felt out. This is just day one of many more to come. So I am so honored to be here in place of Mr. Cincinnati today. And I mean, like I said, it's Taco Tuesday. It's the best day of the week. Okay, taco meat on display. I got tacos for dinner. So let us get into it, buddy. Let's talk some Monday Night Raw. You ready?
Yeah, don't call me buddy. We're not buddies quite yet. But yes, we are going to talk some Monday Night Raw. We're going to preview some NXT. And this question was for Mr. Cincinnati, but I will ask it to you as the third subject. But what do you want to talk about?
I can't wait. So
don't you take a bite. Don't you dare take a bite of that taco.
I'm not going to talk and eat at the same time, Chris. I know that we're getting to know each other, but I'm not.
Don't call me Chris either. That's Mr. Podcast Dad for you.
Mr. Choops, like seriously, let's harsh our vibes here. Look, I was out this past weekend with my boys Junior and Ray, and I was so in the mood for tacos, but Mazunte closed super early, and I didn't get a chance to. And now I finally got a chance after getting off work today to have some tacos. So shout out to Mazunte, excuse me. But I'm just so excited today, man. It's Taco Tuesday.
I don't even know what you said.
Taco Tuesdays with Taco Tully, man.
Yeah, Taco Tully. The only Tully I know is Tully Blanchard. So I have the unfortunate event of now knowing you. How did you like Raw last night there, Taco?
It was great, man. I think that there's a couple of things that we got to get into. The big thing is not one, but two new members of Judgment Day. I definitely didn't see that coming, man. I mean, Jade McDonough absolutely deserves to be in Judgment Day. Drew McIntyre, this is a nice little plot twist. It sucks that everybody can't just. They shook hands at the end of the night.
Yeah, but he didn't get his threads like JD did. So I don't know. I would say it's kind of not a loose association, but maybe kind of a hey, we kind of have a common goal together. So I don't know if he's in Judgment Day. It would be cool to see, because I texted Eric, who you are not. I texted Eric the look that Finn gave Damian when he said, "I'm the leader of the Judgment Day." So I think Damian's days are numbered, and I think you could slide Drew right into that spot, and he could be the actual leader of Judgment Day. So that would make me excited.
That was so very reminiscent of that time that Jey Uso said nobody gives a damn about the tribal chief, minus the feeling Usi. I'm sure that members of Judgment Day aren't necessarily feeling super Usi right now. They're ready for war. So, war games.
I'm ready for war games. I have a little bit of fatigue with this whole Judgment Day versus all the baby faces on Raw. I am starting to wear a little thin. We see the same main event almost every week with different characters, but I'm ready for this to explode at War Games, and I'm ready for both parties to move on and do something else. I don't know if that's a good thing going into Survivor Series, but I'm still looking forward to the match. I'm ready for the next story for everybody.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think that the next question now is it's seeming like this is going to be a 5-man team for Judgment Day at Survivor Series. Right now, Team Cody's still only got 4. Like, who's that 5th man, bud?
Yeah, I would piss Eric off with CM Punk, but he's the devil. So I think it's going to be Randy Orton.
That'd be awesome. I mean, it's a great story coming back. I mean, we're talking 17, 18 months away at this point. Like, that entire arena is going to be in tears to see him come back because these aren't injuries that are easy to come back from. I mean, look at Shawn Michaels. That was a 4-year hiatus. And right now, like, we're closing in relatively close to 2. So, this could be the coolest moment of the Viper's career, and that second act is going to be awesome, man. Also, do you have yourself a little cocktail over there? I ended up treating myself to a margarita today.
No, I don't. It's a school night, buddy. I can't drink.
That's all right. Just remind me next week. I'll make sure Junior and Ray Ray get you a couple.
I don't know who they are.
Oh, you will, and they're awesome.
Okay.
Oh.
I really liked the Nakamura promo. Who do you think he's talking about? Because it's obvious that I think it's somebody in the company right now, because he said, you have what you have going on right now. I'll be waiting. I have a guess, but I want to hear what you think.
So this might be a little bit out there, but I could see this being a return to NXT. I mean, let's look at the NXT Championship. Let's look at the North American picture. Like, you're bored of what's going on with Judgment Day. It's clear that there's going to be some change and some shift in that dynamic of that group, and who will stay, who will go, who will be a leader, etc. I mean, if he's going after former champions or current champions, Dominic Mysterio is an easy target just because he's extremely pick-onable. But then also when we look at the North America or the NXT title picture, tell me you wouldn't want Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ilya Dragunov.
No, that'd be amazing. But yeah, that NXT guess was kind of, I didn't even think of that possibility. My first guess was Cody, and the line that got it was,
fun.
You live a life of privilege, right? You have privilege.
Touche.
And like, they need something for Cody to do after this Survivor Series match, and they don't have anything until the Rumble. So I think this is your feud to get Cody to the Rumble. It gives Nakamura still that main event scene that they seem to want to keep doing with him, because I love these promos. They're fantastic. I love the subtitles and everything. I think this character is just, I think this is the best Nakamura we've seen, I think, since he debuted. So I'm very excited to see what happens with him next. But yeah, I think it's Cody. Or I could see Jay, because it kind of played into that whole, you have that prestige and you have that, all that good stuff. Like, I think it's like a second generation guy, which I would have gone Randy, but I don't know if that's there yet. I'd love to see a Randy Cody feud for the, this winter kind of thing, but I think it will be Shinsuke and Cody moving forward.
And that could be a lot of fun too. Absolutely. I think that what concerns me a little bit is that Shin is coming off of this program with Rollins where they built him up to look like this awesome, awesome heel. And then he loses that program. I don't necessarily want to see him run into another program where he's just going to get beat again. I think I would want to know kind of what they might have in store next for him before I say, yeah, I'm totally on board with this. It just, I don't know. Doesn't make me irie. Doesn't make me irie. Anyway, yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know what that means. But
okay.
Yeah, I have the same concerns, but it doesn't seem like they are, like, he's not going to win a championship anytime soon, or maybe ever. But him being in main event feuds, I think it's fine. I think he's a strong enough character that, yeah, he can lose this with Cody and then maybe go do something with somebody else and get a big win. But
come on, man, you gotta be more optimistic than that. It's Shinsuke Nakamura, former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, former NXT Champion, former Royal Rumble winner. Right? Look, we're gonna do a quick little exercise. Okay, just humor me for a second. Okay, we're gonna inhale tacos, exhale negativity. Okay, do it with me. Inhale tacos.
I don't have any tacos.
Exhale negativity. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, you gotta hit me up next time before we do the show if you want tacos.
I don't know who you are.
What? We've talked on the phone before, dude. I
don't talk on the phone. Who talks on the phone?
We do.
I've never talked to you in my life. I don't know you.
Sure, with that attitude.
It is crazy that you have somebody in that seat where I miss Eric. I miss Mr. Cincinnati. I mean, that's scary.
He'll be back tomorrow, dude.
Thank God.
Much like Triple H, he doesn't like working Tuesdays.
Are you buying The Miz as a babyface? Because
that I definitely don't agree with.
I just, like, in all honesty, like, this match, it's Gunther and Miz, and I think it's just like, okay, like, what's the point?
Lamb to the slaughter is kind of the first thing that comes to mind.
But it's just like it's not. I don't know. I don't. I don't want to cheer the Miz. It's not like that I don't like the Miz. I like the Miz's character. I think he's had a place in WWE for a very long time. He's been a great heel, but
He's a
that's what he
legend,
is.
man.
He's a okay. He's a heel.
He's a legend.
Like,
How many two-time Grand Slam champions are there? Like, I know that, the character is a little out there and I know it's a little strange, but when you look at the body of work and championships and accolades, two-time Hall of Famers, or two-time Grand Slam champions, how many of those do you know?
yeah. Why don't you lay off the margarita there, buddy?
What? It's not even, like, it's just,
No, I just like this is kind of the issue we had with, and the issue we have with Rhea's title reign. Like, it's a bunch of lame duck challengers, and the Miz is a lame duck challenger right now. Where you have built up a Chad Gable, you've built up, a Ricochet to almost look like they could maybe win the title. It's less than zero that Miz is going to win at Survivor Series. And his whole argument about, you may be the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, but I'm the greatest Intercontinental Champion because I've had it 8 times. Like, what's been your favorite Intercontinental title match with the Miz? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I want to give him snaps for his program with Bryan Danielson and being able to have fun with him with that there. But I mean that would have to be about it. But Bryan Danielson can wrestle anybody and anything.
He can make me look good in the ring. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, you'd be great in the ring, bud.
No,
Mr. Cincinnati says it all the time.
I would not, and I can't even.
Sure, with that attitude.
Well, no, I know I can't. I'm too old and I have very bad knees. So,
well, I don't know about you, but Taco Tully wants to see you in the ring sometime.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
But like, just I don't know about the Miz, man. I don't know. Like, do you think after this he's a babyface, or is this just kind of a one-off?
I don't know. I think they'll give it a try. Like there's no harm in it, as far as kind of shuffling things around. Like, he's been due for something different for a while. I mean, think about it. Taco Tuesdays, a lot of people will get the same thing every single week. Like, I usually in particular to the chorizo at Condado or Gabe and Rye or Mi Cozumel. But every once in a while you want to go pulled chicken or do some steak or carnitas. Like, this is one of those things where I think he's just kind of zhuzhing it up a little bit right now. So let's see where it goes.
I had tacos last night. Does that hurt your soul?
I mean, I wish you would have waited, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We got next week.
Never. I will never have tacos on Tuesday again because of you.
What? Why not?
Because I don't like you.
Well, that just hurts my feelings.
Good. I need some aggression out of you. Like we saw from Gunther, who,
he basically called the Miz a child.
I love
and the rest of Imperium.
I love the role he's playing because Kaiser got the win last night, but he said it was because of Vinci. And it was a total flip from what we've been seeing the last couple months. And now Kaiser's like, what the hell did I do wrong? I love this kind of manipulative character that he has become. And I know it's weird to think about, right? When we think of kind of most improved over the last year, he's got to be up there. I mean, the way he looks, his promo skills have gotten so much better. And obviously his in-ring work is amazing. But like him on the mic is just, he's so good. Like he's got to be on a short list for like best wrestler in the world right now.
I would agree. I think he got some love in the PWI 500. I know you guys talked about that a lot on the show, but like he's just I'm a huge fan. That's why I'm here. That's why Mr. Cincinnati called me. I appreciate it, but you seem to have a problem with the fact that I'm here and taking something off of your friend's, off of his plate here,
Yeah, he took 3 tacos off his plate. He might want those.
Well, okay, you can. I mean, thank Junior and Ray Ray for the tacos. Those were a gift, man.
I don't know who those.
Anyway, let's move on here. Okay, let's move on. Xia Li, is making her name on the Raw roster, won a match against Indy Hartwell, referee stoppage, to try to make her look strong before Becky Lynch next week. Do you think that works?
No, it's not working because she's not getting a reaction. And
that's true.
It's hard. It's kind of that. It's not as bad as Akira Tozawa because like he has that 24/7 title stink, but she hasn't been on. I mean, how long has she been with the company? Like she's been with the company for a while, and this is like her first major push, and it's like you almost had to re-debut her, almost. And this is like through some vignettes to get her back at fresh in the mind. Like she just kind of showed up, and we're expected to take her seriously against Becky when I think you and I both believe she's not going to beat Becky Lynch.
We don't know that now, do we?
She's not going to beat Becky Lynch.
If Becky ends up in War Games, probably not.
That's what I'm saying. If you're building Becky Lynch to go into a War Games, you're not going to have Xia Li beat her, and that's nothing against Xia Li, but she's not at that level. And she's also going to lose in NXT to Lyra Valkyria. Like, what?
I think this is just a segment tonight. Like, it's just getting her some screen time. Let's get acquainted with her, you know?
But you want to build her up, but you're going to have her lose 2 nights in a row.
Is this an actual match tonight?
No, it's next week.
Oh, okay.
So next week she gets a title shot against Lyra Valkyria, but on the Monday of the night before, she's going to face Becky. So she's literally going to lose both matches, right?
I don't know. People still have Akira Tozawa, and he lost twice last week.
Again, I think that's different because he's at least been on television for a while, right? He's kind of that lovable loser character. She's just kind of, where did you come from? And you've beaten Indy Hartwell, who is not being used very well, and you beat Candice LeRae, who's not being used very well. And
that's a travesty.
Like the referee stoppage, I don't think is working. It's confusing. I know they're trying to get it over, but it's not. When you base your whole business on pinfall submission, knockout is not something we see all the time. So when it happens, it's like what we as fans go, oh, something must have gone wrong. That kind of thing, right? At least that's how I feel about it. Yeah. Like, oh, that something's not right. But I like Xia Li. I think she could be very good, but I don't think starting her off at Becky Lynch was the right thing to do.
That's fair. I mean, I think that, you know, if we can just kind of flip the script a little bit, let's look at it this way. Becky Lynch has been having a hell of a year working with talent that probably weren't going to get on TV any other way. And while we may not love everything about the presentation or the fast tracking of Xia Li, it's still an effort, which is more than what we're seeing in, you know, their counterparts in AEW right now, man. So,
no,
I don't know.
I agree. I like seeing it. But I think right now we're seeing a lot of, and this is, you know, and I don't want to complain about it, but because I have been preaching, hey, we need women's wrestling. We need women's wrestling. But right now it's looking like a little bit more quantity over quality, right? Like they are just kind of, hey, we're going to put women on the show. We're going to put women on the card. We're going to put women on the card. But in like throwaway matches and throwaway feuds, and there's not real programs. So I like that we're getting all the women on the card, but like let's get some stories going. Like let's make it feel like important. Like, because again, you're beating your tag team champions like crazy. Why not build that division up? Like, come on, like you have that, build it.
I'd also like to point out that this is a 3-year anniversary from when Chelsea Green broke her arm on her SmackDown debut, and look where she's at 3 years later. Yeah, flowers for Chelsea.
Yeah, good for you. So my question
for her,
and this is kind of my biggest takeaway from Raw, and
let's hear it.
It's a question I'll have for you because I don't know the answer.
And because you really wanted to ask Mr. Cincinnati this, and he's not here today, and you're pretty pissed about that. So let's give him something to talk about, baby.
How do you fix DIY? I know that's a hard question, and it might not be like we probably won't get the answer tonight, but like they feel so unimportant their main roster runs have sucked. Like the magic that they had in NXT, it's not working. And I don't know how to fix it because I love both of them and I think they're both great wrestlers, but they are not connecting and I don't know what to do about it.
I don't know. First things first, bring back Rebel Heart, like not the garbage one, like the actual
That would
Rebel
help.
Heart. Make me reinvest in that emotion from NXT. That'd be it for starters. Um, I think for me, I appreciate the fact that yes, they're being used on TV and that they have a program, but the larger story within that program is the dissension in the ranks of Imperium. DIY are a great tag team that they reunited, reestablished them as a great tag team, taking on other great tag teams that don't have those issues that need to kind of be sparsed out. And it's the, oh, I'm going to love you better today. And oh, I'm going to shun you, some, alienation, BS. Like that's just negative karma. So right now, give them great matches with great tag teams.
When did they get back together?
You were saying,
How long ago was it?
uh, it's been within the last couple of months.
How
Sure,
many tag matches have they done?
not very many. They've had more singles matches than they've had tag team matches.
So
I'll give you
why should I
that.
care about them as a tag team? That's where I'm like, I don't understand like the booking with them. Like if they're supposed to be this great tag team, let them tag.
I know, but like again, you asked me what would I do to fix it. Like I can't undo or unring the bell. I can't uneat this, chorizo taco that I just finished. I'm just saying that like if we're going to establish them as a great tag team, just let them have tag team matches. I can't fix what has already happened, but going forward, put them in a like we were just saying, you're getting Judgment Day fatigue, mostly probably because they are dealing with the same group of people more often than not every single week across all three shows. So if you find yourself, especially when they need to tease some friction as far as what's going on with them, put them in. Going to lose. I mean, JD McDonough is, yes, still a new member of Judgment Day. He can eat a loss to the champion. Put him in a tag match with Drew McIntyre or anybody. He can eat the falls, and those are still wins for those tag teams. Like, I don't know. They got to start racking up wins and starting to feel like credible contenders. Give them some extended segments on TV as far as their matches. Give me some tap out finishers because they both have clutch submissions. But that's just me.
Two questions and we'll move on.
Okay.
A, do you think they should go back to NXT and just do that because they're very over in NXT and like that's kind of where they both were huge deals. Felt like a big deal. And two, is this one of the cases where they missed the boat and the aura's gone and we're not going to get it back? Because I mean, again, they feel like people on the roster. They don't feel important at all. We were so excited when Johnny resigned, and it has been nothing. I mean, literally nothing since he's resigned. Ciampa came in as the Miz's lackey, unfortunately got hurt, but still he came back and didn't do much of anything. Like, is that aura gone? And would it be better if they were in NXT?
I wouldn't say that it is quote unquote gone, but they're running out of time to
Don't encourage this,
get it
Bryce.
back. What?
Don't
What?
encourage this.
Look, he also said everybody knows the rules. One bite. It's not. It's not my fault. I'm just a little
How many
hungry
bites
right
have you
now.
taken?
I'm several. I'm not mad at it. Whatever. Is this how you talk to Mr. Cincinnati on your show?
Yes.
Why? I didn't do anything to you.
Just answer my questions.
It's getting harder. Yes, it's getting harder to recapture it, and that window is damn near shut and damn near painted shut. So they're running out of time. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt I'm going to say, hey, let's see what the rest of 2023 has in store for them. Let's see where the story with Imperium goes. But if we're finding these guys in this position at the Rumble time, then it might be time to panic. And this might also be the perfect opportunity to renew the calls to split those damn tag team titles, because it gives everybody a chance to eat. We're worried about trying to get them quality tag teams and things for them to do. When you've got the same champions running across both brands, that's just bad energy.
Yeah, I don't know. It sucks because they were so great in that black and gold. Like those were the two in the black and gold era of NXT, and it makes me think, oh man, that as the time passed, that where we were going to get Ciampa and Gargano as big deals on the main roster. I think it has, and I think a move to NXT would benefit them so much. Kind of have them be those kind of gatekeepers of NXT, where they can get the younger talent over, they can have the occasional title run like Ciampa did with Braun. Like, I don't know if it's working on the main roster, and I don't know if it's going to work on the main roster. Maybe a move to SmackDown. Maybe they're getting too lost in the shuffle on Raw. I don't know. It's frustrating because like again, when they came back, it was just amazing, and we were so happy with Gargano, and it's just confusing because they seem like Triple H guys, and they're just not clicking. I don't know. A heel turn. I don't. I don't know what to do. And you said like wait till the Rumble until we get into panic mode. I'm in panic mode because they seem directionless, and they almost seem like, and I don't want it to happen. They almost seem like a Black Monday cut at this point.
Well, I mean, you got a whole lot. You got a whole lot of panic. I think you need a little bit more disco in your life. Let's just hang out, man. Let's give it a little bit more time. Let's give it a little bit more time. All right,
Preview NXT.
they're a great tag team. Okay. All right. Well, we've got some super cool stuff coming for NXT tonight. I think the big thing is Chase U is taking on Tony D'Angelo and Stacks for the tag team championships, and there's some controversy going on right now. What do you think this scandal is at NXT?
I don't know, but I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what Andre Chase has done. He's obviously, there's obviously something going on, and maybe we're building it up a little bit too much, but it's a fun wrinkle into, is Chase U going to turn heel? And I'd take it. I think they need that heel turn to kind of not freshen them up a little bit, but give them that edge.
Mr. Cincinnati's been wanting to do Hudson heel turn forever now, so this could be the opportunity to do it. Elsewhere on the card, we do have a couple of Iron Survivor qualifiers. We've got Roxanne Perez taking on Lash Legend. I think it's pretty easy to say who's going to go over in that match. Roxanne Perez is the truth. She'll be on the main roster next year. Lash Legend is still not the greatest wrestler in the world, but I like her in metaphor.
Man,
they're a great group.
Harsh and the mellow there, buddy.
Okay, fine. I mean, we can inhale tacos, exhale negativity again. I'm down for that.
Tacos. How many times am I going to tell you this?
Okay, well, all right. Well, just make sure to send me your order next week. I'll get Junior to take care of it. Cool. We're going to eat some tacos next week. I like it.
Trick Williams and Joe Coffey in another qualifying match. I mean, Trick's going to win, right? Right?
Yeah, because, I mean, you have to think Trick and Mello are going to end up in Iron Survivor together. That's where this is going to implode. And Stand and Deliver, we're going to get Mello versus Trick, I think. This is going to be the story that leads to Mello's swan song from NXT and main roster. They can get a few more months
taking my idea?
What do you mean am I taking your idea? I don't even know you. You've made that very clear.
I'm famous. I don't know if you've watched.
I watched the show.
We're on episode 66, so thank you.
66, I know. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. I love the work that you guys are doing right now, all right? Really.
Friday's going to be fun.
All that I'm saying is, like, hear me out here.
It's episode 69.
Yeah, Friday's going to be so much fun. Yeah. Yeah. Scissor me, daddy, yes?
I will not.
No?
Oh, and it's podcast, right. Dad.
Well, the only other match I think deserves a little bit of discussion, and I mean like a little bit of discussion. OTM, Brawling Brutes.
Don't care.
Brawling Brutes are probably going to lose this match just to get them a quality win.
Give me Pete
I
Dunne back.
I don't care about these guys.
Give me Pete Dunne back. Thank you. That's all I need.
That's fair.
That's all I need.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't have anything else to talk about today. I know this is kind of, I know this is my first time filling in on the show, but I really had a blast hanging out with you today. This was awesome, man. I can't wait to do this next week.
Good. I have that effect on people.
Yeah, this was great. I mean, I know that I've never really done the send off before. Do you mind if I give it a try? Or
go ahead?
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys checking us out on the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Mr. Cincinnati will be back tomorrow, so make sure to hit that QR code in the top left corner. Like, share, subscribe. Podcast that, as he would say, be kind. Final words from Taco Tully. May your taco vibe attract your taco tribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, man.